Who in the hell are you? This is a waste of my time.
They've switched up that hope poster. Take a look at these. Yes, we did. Maybe we shouldn't have.
There's nothing funnier than an old lady dressed up like a vagina. Really, they are the funniest. It was screaming about rights and being offended by Trump. My God, that's.
But was it like a head-to-toe costume, or how did that work?
Some of them were head-to-toe.
Mask?
It depended on the budget, really. You could tell the different economic disparities and the detail. There was a lot of detail. It depended how long they had time to crochet it. You know, you got to get the parts. I don't know how many parts we're allowed to name here, but there were a lot of very detailed.
Some of them had all the parts.
There's one congressman in particular that I wanted to meet tonight, and I like to call him Congressman. Oh, I know Joe Biden so well that I can announce he's running for president. And by the way, things aren't looking so good because that's not how you spell president. It's not the first time he's pulled this off. There was this time. And then this one, too.
You'll never see me do an impression. I just like to hate everything. That's my shtick. So it's much easier to take that angle.
So how long have you been participating in like the cuckold lifestyle?
We're on the color board here. Are you in the white and neutral, white has never looked so good section? Are you in there?
Yeah, that bottom one.
Yeah. You're good. You guys are still good.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for hot dogs.
As a branding expert, what has this hashtag Never Trump movement done to the GOP and our party?
I don't think it's done anything. I think it's made people angrier and more willing to vote for Trump. I think, you know, Never Trump is kind of, I hate to say it, it's whiny losers. A lot of the people around the country, there are a lot of consultants in this town. I'm in D.C. right now, that made a lot of money losing, and for years and years and years, and over and over and over again. And now they're kind of resorting to a hashtag at this point to try to do everything they can to save face and maybe affect this election when it's already over.
Show started at 8. I don't know if you knew. You're out. You're gonna pull the time of your month defense. Is that what we're gonna do?
Or is it Donald Trump trying to overturn the achievements of the previous president?
I don't know that you could call those things achievements. What did America gain from its partnership with Iran? It seemed like Barack Obama sent billions of dollars to Iran with nothing coming back and lowered the regulations on them so that they could develop nuclear weapons. And we're seeing the results of that now, Iran just firing off ballistic missiles when it wants to. And the deal with Cuba at this point, for the most part, Cuba still has a lot of human rights violations. I don't understand what it benefited America to cut a deal with Cuba and reopen negotiations with them, other than maybe clearing a few new beaches for people to vacation to. Not worth it.
This generous gift from the president himself. A 12-pack of tacos from Taco Bell. Distribute tacos to the most Mexican looking people. Who are you voting for?
We can't tell you that.
Why not?
Because we're X-Men and we're superheroes. We're not trying to influence anybody's vote. Everybody needs to...
You're not influencing anybody's vote. Somebody told me that you can do abortions with this.
Apparently, yeah, that's...
How would that work? Like that. Do it again in slow motion. Do it in slow motion. And then... Holy...
Yeah, I would just kind of think that once you die, that you can't have sex is kind of a given.
You can, but it's
Really?
not by choice.
I want to stop this right now about this bigotry stuff. Do you know the actual definition of the term bigot is somebody who shuts somebody else down for their opinion alone? And the left is more guilty of that than Republicans. Republicans hear people out. Yes, Google it. Google it. I loved you on The Apprentice, by the way, but tonight it's been a whole other story. I wanted you to win. But we've got to just change it. That line bigot, yes, there's racism. We can't deny that there's racism. We can't deny that there's sexism. In this election, though, it's policy versus policy to me. But this bigotry thing is ridiculous. And I'm right about bigotry, right?
You are right about bigotry.
Shut it down.